Well then, Gorgern and Papaya Pete's Nomad Adventure. And they are playing full tryhard here. Gorgern close to the shoreline here with the most tryhard of all Spanish for Nomad. He'll probably try to get fast castle and get those conquistadors out. While to his right we have Papaya Pete with the Italians going to take responsibility for the water because Italians have so many bonuses applying to them for naval play. Great fish boom as well, all the more reason to win water. Good starting location, TC on gold and wood, also a war hunt. Berries, good food sources, but he's dangerously close to Davide here in the yellow, playing as even more try-hard Persians. And Tony with the Tatars, which happens to be one of Papaya Pete's favorite sibs. Yeah, Tatar's the only odd one out here, not commonly seen on the web. Maybe this is one player who actually has the sense to go random. So, let's have a look at the... We see the TC placement. This is basically Nomad Socotra at this point. They're so close to each other. And Gorgern is going to struggle to find secure stone for his castles, for conquistadors here. We will see how it turns out though. Early loom, not wanting to get idled here, but TC up first of all for Gorgern here. He didn't even dock yet, did he? Oh, he's docked down here. So Gorgern definitely off to a good start here. He has 8 population total. Same for Davide with the Persons, who can start fishing right away. Much better dock spots for Papaya Pete and Gorgern though. They have all the south side here with lots of deep fish to be eaten. So, are we going to see any early laming or something here? They've been flaring each other, so Gorgern must have seen something going on down here. Blue flare on the yellow location. Maybe they know, maybe they don't, that red and yellow are quite close to each other here. In any real case, it is Nomad, so unless we see some crazy early aggression here, I'm just going to toggle the fast forward and see what the feudal age brings us. So red is pretty far behind here. Red is only at 18 pop, so it almost leads me to think he didn't dock, but he must just have really struggled finding food here because the idle... Or is the TC up late? I don't know, maybe he started fishing late or something, because it's really far behind in the population here compared to the others. Papaya Pete is going up at 25 pop here with Italians, 19 villagers, 6 fish. Davide with the Persians going up at 9 fish. And also dangerously close to one of Gorgern's docks here. So once the feudal age is in, let's have a look at what kind of plans they might have here. Quite similar plans for the yellow and green players here. Fire galleys from both docks for the Persians. But does he know where the docks are? He definitely knows that Gorgern is fishing here, but the majority of the fish is over here. Papaya Pete, only one dock. He is not going to fight for water here, is he? Is Gorgern going to take that responsibility? He is so slow. Are they going to fight for water at all? I mean, it makes sense against Persians because it's always hard to challenge the Persians past their dock and their starting eco bonus. I think it's weird not to go water, especially against Persians with the faster working docks that have an amazing fish boom. That if they get to it, that's going to be nasty. And Papaya Pit with 1 tower here. It's a beautiful tower. It denies the woodlander on TC and to some extent the gold as well. It's even forcing a defensive tower from Davide here, so definitely worthwhile aggression without necessarily delaying the age up too much. It's also forcing a reaction from Davide on land, which means that the naval fighting could be delayed a little bit as well. If Davide really commits to water here, that's actually an advantage for Gorgern's team, because since they're not planning to fight for water at all, 4 fire galleys is more than enough to kill everything. Yeah, Gorgern is making fire galleys, okay, so it's not completely giving up here. Wants to preserve that fish eco for... Oh, What's this? Is David playing to douche or something? Was he actually planning to move the TC over here and douche? Well. Gorgern playing the walls here. Waller boy. And David, I think he really wants to castle up. He really wants to be able to counter castle a Spanish castle or something. But David, looking at the resources, is 300 food to go for the castle age. In the meantime, Papaya Pit is towering the stone as well, so no defensive castle for David here. Don't think water is reclaimable for Gorgern here. He does have 3 fire galleys out, and he is trying to focus on the fish, so some value he will be getting. 2 fish killed. It's also delaying the naval kills from Davide, so, and maybe even forcing a further extended fuel age for Davide, so that's it's decent. Why not just move the builders over and tear down this tower though? There's nothing here to stop that. No walls around the tower. Just use the force of the villagers. Ah, okay, that's why they're throwing this one to take it off Davide, because it's the only stone that's even close to Gorgern here, so... we have this one as well, actually, but Gorgern, if he wants a castle up, he really has to go for that one. Papaya Pit now in the castle age. Gorgern has delayed the naval aggression enough for Papaya Pit to get to the castle age, and here comes the castle straight in the face of Davide, the Persian player. Looks like Tony has a castle in the planning as well. 735 stone. Is he going to succeed though? Where is that tower going, and why are all of these villagers here walking in the middle of tower fire before doing shit? They see that Gorgern is still feudal. In fact, he hasn't clicked up yet, so this could be a devastating castle if they complete it. Beautiful villagers movement there by Gorgern, but now the castle, I think it will go up. Castles galore, like Nomad should be. Where are the quick walls? Quick house! Quick wall! Stone wall! Villager fight. Not too convinced this castle goes up, actually. Gorgern is committing heavy amounts of economy, but he's also killing villagers along the way, so arguably it's good value, especially if he can stop this castle from going up. That is great, and Papaya Pit not being a good teammate here. This guy is just watching the big old boxing fight here, and he doesn't want to meddle in with these affairs. Tony, however, down to 29 villagers. That's nearly half of what Gorgern has. Gorgern has lost water, but has defended home base, even scrambling to repair this tower. As Tony sends more villagers, he really wants this castle up. And at the very least, he's of course delaying the castle age for the Spanish and delaying the conquistadors and whatnot, and that's the most annoying unit to play against on any map, maybe, and especially on Nomad. What a glorious boxing fight. Still didn't work quick wall that side. The Gorgern should definitely consider dropping another tower if he can, but he doesn't have stone for it. So he can't do that. And he's somehow fighting through walls. And that's the GG. It's the most terrible casting attempt I've ever seen. It wouldn't be terrible if Red had gotten the quick walls up in time. 2 quick stone walls here to keep the villagers safe and the castle goes up. So it's actually not that horrible, but 2 castles, 1 failed, and 1 completed for Papaya Pit's team here. That is the GG, even if they control water, but yellow is still in the feudal age. So is Gorgern, but he has a much healthier economy, even with all his worker idle time. That probably shows here. Idle eco... Wait. Worker efficiency last minute, 12.3%. Alright. Having a look at the timeline here. Nothing too crazy of upgrades to speak of here. And David is skyrocketing here with some of the population, fish population maybe, military, naval military. Basically the only player making some significant military efforts. And Nomad game on the short side. I don't mind that. And that's that one.